Hello, Mr. Walker. I think that you're the very first person who's ever sent me a rally diver that he was the original owner of. You bought this watch, you said, in 1969 when you were in the Navy, so that's a big deal. Vietnam era Navy, that's real something. There are people who are not who collect Seiko specifically because of their military connections that they had with us during Vietnam. So to have this watch with its history intact, that's a big deal. Your watch is original and it's running like it's original, which is to say, not well, but that's not a real big deal. It's just running, it's just kind of a hash. Yeah, I'm getting, it's having trouble even. It's a little bit cleaner of a signal. It just tells us that it needs service. My machine can't really even get a lock on it. It's warming up. It's better, but it needs help. It needs help. It's starting to come up, but I can't even get readable numbers out of it. This should be ideally a flat line running from side to side, meaning it's neither gaining nor losing time. You can see it's dropping like crazy. It means it's losing time, negative 250 seconds a day. This just tells me I know it needs service. We both know it needs service. Let's talk cosmetics. Okay. So you can get some better light on here for you. What's nice, this is a 1969 watch and it has the early style blister back case back on it, which is cool. Nice to see. The movement is generally shiny. Actually, it's pretty decent. There's somebody was in here at some point. This big old thumbprint on the winding weight here, but it's good. I mean, the the movement is bright and shiny. We've got nice shine on these angled faces here. There's no wear on the mainspring upper edge here. It's got a little bit of flop and drop. This means that the lower port on the underneath this screw, this is the screw on the top of the axle that the mainspring barrel turns on. It's worn a little bit. I've certainly seen worse. Watch is absolutely running. I'm getting pretty even motion out of the balance, so that's good. Yeah, there's a couple servicing marks in the back here. Hey, isn't that cool? That's something you don't see very often. Seiko had two factories. They had Sua and Daney. This is a 6000 series watch. It's made by Sua. Now, Sua was pumped out in 1969, 1968. They were pumping out a lot of new models, a ton of new models, and they were running all out on production capacity. And this is, I don't have a source on this. This is just what we have been able to infer from looking at their production numbers. When they were really, really, really behind the eight ball and really running out of time, the other factory, Daney, would step in to help. This caseback is made by Daney. It's a Daney caseback. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. Daney, Seiko Sha. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't recall seeing that before. I may have, I just don't remember. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat when those two factories, those two lines, with their own heritages and their own production lines, and they would step in to help each other. For some reason, though, it's always Daney helping Sua. It doesn't ever seem to be Sua helping Daney. Not quite sure why. Okay, hey, it's a rally diver. Relatively unfaded sweep. Still have most of your white loom. Your pip window is missing. I'll have to see about that. I can't get the rotating ring to move at all. It's completely sealed in place. I don't know if this rotating ring is the spring type or the rubber O-ring type. I'll have to look and see. But everything's functional. The hacking works. I pulled the crown. The hacking works. We can certainly make it functionally fine again. Not a problem. Not a problem. Oh, look at that. Huh. I had it pushing the date over. Might be why the... Yep, there we go. Your cannon pinion center wheel combination feel a little weak, like it's too easy for me to turn this. I might need to look at that. See, the hacking works though. Click. And it starts up again. Let me just check something now that I've got this and it's not pushing over the date. Let's look at it. See what it says. No, it's still a mess. It's better, but it's still a mess. Yeah, it's definitely needs. Not that that would tell us anything different, but service, case rebuild, crystal. Well, we didn't do anything with the aluminum, just clean. I'm gonna have to see if I've got a replacement window for this. Those are tough. They're getting tough to find. I used to have a bunch of them, but people keep not having them when I'm using up my original supplies. I think it's pretty straightforward. It's a fine watch. Nice to see it in. Okay, thank you.